champion, the reigning European champion, the reigning Czech Darts Open champion, and a two-time champion of the world. It's Snakebite Peter
Back in May last year, Peter Wright went and claimed the Czech Darts Open title for the first time in his career. Nobody saw it coming. He was not playing well. He'd endured a miserable Premier League campaign, and yet the class of this phenomenal darts player saw him play pretty good stuff on his way to the title, eventually beating Dave Chisnell in the final, having seen off Dolan, Noppert, Humphreys and Heta. Not a bad kill list on his way to the final, and then taking out Dave Chisnell, of course. Even then, despite having won here in Prague, nobody saw it coming when he went and won the European Championship. But he won them both. He is the reigning champ here, the reigning European champion. And Peter Snakebite Wright, it was in some doubt whether he was going to even be able to qualify for the European Championship this year to defend his title, but that was blown away when he went and won in Hildesheim in one of the most astonishing Euro Tour campaigns we have ever seen, defying Luke Littler in the final. However, a word of warning, Cameron Menzies, despite suffering disappointment at the World Grand Prix in his debut, going out in the first round with a not particularly great display, one he was left crestfallen about, he has been one of the form players of the year. And Peter Wright, when he last tried to defend a European Tour title, or one of the most recent ones, it was in Jena, the German Darts Open. It was Cameron Menzies who ended that title defence back in 2022. He also beat him in the Netherlands on the Euro Tour this year. So when they've met on the Euro Tour, Cameron has prevailed. Is it going to be 3 on the trot for Menzies, or can Peter Wright kick off the title defence with some success? Mark Wilson alongside me for it.
Yeah, Peter Wright got a great ovation here, as did Alan Suter earlier on. They clearly like the Scots, but they like Peter Wright, the Scot, more than Cameron Menzies, the Scot, it seems. Fans here, but Menzies is a live contender, isn't he? This is not a good draw for either. I'm just thinking about Dirk van Dijvenbode, who started with a list of people that were going to overtake him today. Well, that list has dwindled. Name by name has been chalked off. Madas Razma, Callan Ridds, Brendan Dolan, Dimitri Vandenberg have all fallen off that list. What Dirk would give for a Peter Wright win here. Another one would be chalked off.
Well, then Cameron Menzies win this game. It's a big £2.5 grand jump into the spots. Dirk is gone. Cameron will be in line for a debut at the European Championship. It wouldn't be nailed on because there are players further back who can go on deep runs. But Cameron Menzies is the danger now to Dirk van Dijvenbode. He will be praying that Peter Wright does him a favour.
140.
There you go.
537.
Peter Wright is his dad, is he? Okay. There we go then. Menzies trying to set up.
97.
Nice visit, but Wright with a chance to break. 47 required. For the 16. Nicely done. 14 darts. Hold of throw.
Great throw, in fact. Back-to-back ton 40s to set up the shot and then takes it out. Strong start from Snakebite.
140.
New darts, but barely worth commenting on, is it?
His darts are like his outfits, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
100.
Well, I say they're new. They're certainly no, he may have used them before. I don't remember seeing them, but it matters not. The guy can throw anything.
100.
That one's stuck in the board. Cameron Menzies had that golden spell, didn't he, on the
100.
Pro Tour when he reached a host of quarterfinals, semi-finals and a final, but he couldn't get over the line and get that victory that he's been chasing. But it was just a reminder to everyone that he's a real
60.
threat.
It's that old thing, though. Got to make it count when you're playing well, and he has been playing well pretty much all year. The last month or so has not
60.
been brilliant. And if this is a sign that Cameron Menzies is just coming off the boil and he's not going to be playing the electrifying stuff that he has so much of this year, it will feel like a missed opportunity because he could have achieved even more than he has. It's one of those weird things. Why wouldn't you? If you'd offered him this position at the start of the year, you'd have bitten your hand off. But having been there, having played that well, having felt that good, to feel like I could win something, I'd win titles, and not to have done so, may feel like a missed opportunity. Double 16.
30. Cameron, you require
He will be back.
141.
Yeah, he plays some electrifying stuff, Menzies. And you get the feeling when he wins one, he'll probably go on and win some more, but he's got to get the first one. And at the minute, here
105.
in Prague, he's up against it because Peter Wright
32.
needs double 16 for a 2-0 lead. And double 16 he will get. Really good start from Wright. He's certainly got his backers here in Prague.
96.
Winner to face the man who, at the minute, is provisionally #1 seed for the European Championship. We've had a lot of talk, obviously, about who's going to get into the top 32 and get a spot in the field. But there is a fight at the top of the rankings to see who's going to be the #1 seed. And right now, it's Martin Schindler with what looks like a very, very comfortable 13 grand cushion. But it does mean that the only people who can displace him are Dave Chisnell, Luke Littler and Michael van Gerwen. Not even Luke Humphries could displace him. And they would have to do that by winning the title.
Yeah.
140.
Well, whoever wins the title is going to have to wrestle it off this fella first because he started off well.
128.
Almost a great visit for Menzies, but
98.
Who's got the best setup shot from here? That looks pretty good already. Yep, it's perfect.
137.
yeah, that's what he would have wanted. Right, doesn't
41.
threaten, so
Cameron, you require 40.
Menzies needs tops for a 13
Game
darter,
from the third leg.
and Cameron Menzies
Cameron
is on the
Menzies.
board. Well, it's been a night of
Menzies.
one-sided ties, as you mentioned earlier, Dan, but Cameron Menzies can get going here. This could yet be an absolute classic.
60. 60.
Had a little run at the Swiss Darts Trophy in Basel, Cameron. Reached the final day, but then lost out in the last leg, decided to Callan Ridds, the eventual semi-finalist. Again, that'll feel like a bit of a missed opportunity because he's certainly been playing better than Callan this year. And he ended up with a higher average in that game, but just couldn't quite get the job done.
100.
Make a great point about players in form needing to capitalise on that. There are so many contenders now. You've got to take each and every opportunity you can, because you don't know when the next one's going to arrive.
Yeah, and look, Wayne Mardle says it all the time. When you're playing well, you've got to win, because you're not going to be playing at your best all the time. So make sure that when you do, it counts. 121. That you pick up that ranking money, that you win stuff that gets you into the big tournaments. You know, Peter Wright, a perfect example of it last year. Awful year by his incredible standards, and yet when he got it right, picked up a Euro Tour, picked up a major title at the European Championship. Dimitri Vandenberg's been pretty good at that this year, let's be honest.
Yeah.
100.
But these are players that know how to win, and therefore when the opportunity arises, they know how to take it.
Yeah, well, not many players have won more than Peter Wright in their careers. It was an astonishing season. 8 major titles, couple of World Cups, 4 World Series events, 9 European Tours.
Great first start here. This could be to level it up. Some comeback this from Menzies. From 2-0 down to 2-2, and Menzies showing exactly why we're raving on about his form. A 13-dart and a 15-dart leg to level things up.
Yeah, proper stuff from Cameron Menzies.
100.
Didn't play the Pro Tours midweek, Cameron Menzies, so he's come a little bit of time at home, but then straight here after that disappointing debut at the World Grand Prix. And he was really cut up with his performance against, look, he's playing Dave Chisholm. Hard game, very hard game. But to lose in the manner that he did was
59.
hugely disappointing for him.
100% on the doubles. Here, Wright has got an opportunity to take the darts back, and it's an opportunity he is going to take. Maximum 50th of the day. Plenty more to come over the weekend, that is for sure.
140.
Advantage Wright in this leg. Bullseye's an option.
50.
Gone into the single 10, which doesn't really help him out.
To rectify that dart, and he does beautifully. Well, that's a great adjustment. It's a great visit.
131.
It really was. Treble 17 tops. Is that a plan? It's a plan. Is it the plan? No, he's treble 16 for double. Oh, how about this?
99.
Very nearly spectacular.
Expected that to go. Will this go? 12 will leave a shot at the bull. Safe 12. Bullseye. No good.
Fortuitously left himself on double 16, but the way that the finishing has gone in this match, you don't expect him to come back and have a crack at it. And if you did expect that, you expected correctly. That's a 13-darter. Wright's best leg of the match. It comes against the darts. So it is advantage Wright, and they're both averaging just over 98. This is a good game of darts. And it's close. Closer than any other games we've had tonight.
180.
It's also a very good standard across the board. Another max.
60.
He goes over a ton on the average. Can he build on it here? Now then, the Prague crowd are getting excited, but not quite. We saw Barney go deep. This feels inevitable. We'll get one this weekend.
140.
We've already broken the record for 9 darters in a calendar year. And a record for 9 darters on the Euro Tour this year. He's reigning 9 darters.
94.
Had one in the Czech Darts Open before, of course. Gerwyn Price hit one in the first year we came here.
140. Peter
Wright has put a burst on in this last couple of legs. Could go a long way to winning in this match. 4 leaves tops for a ton plus out.
64.
This start.
161.
Menzies. It's treble 17. It's just a millimetre short.
80.
Wright comes back then
Peter,
for a bit of breathing space.
Double top, his double of choice in this leg. Double 10 does the job for him.
Peter Wright.
14 darter. Well, a couple of really good legs for Wright and a couple of really good legs for Menzies. Then it's Wright's turn again to have a couple. And maybe we'll be going back the other way.
180.
Like Noah's Ark, 2 by 2. The legs come. Menzies with a perfect start.
134.
Not bad from Wright. This is a decent game of darts developing here.
100.
It's not bad.
Quite squeeze a third one in there, but he's keeping pace with Menzies.
Huge leg this. Huge leg in this match.
57.
Primal scream from Menzies there, because he knows it's a big leg and he knows he just offered up an opportunity for Wright.
83.
Good last start, gets him down to a finish. We've seen 144 go already today. James Wade hit it in his final leg.
100.
Wade, he was exceptional earlier on. Can Wright put 1 foot inside the second round with a 144? Quite.
Might only be 1 darter double for Cameron Menzies when he returns, though.
100.
And there's pressure on this.
64.
Treble 16 or treble 8. Only gets single. So it is 1 dart, but what a marker that is. And he makes no use of it whatsoever.
Peter, you require 44.
Well, the Wright fans are celebrating already. Double 16 will put him within 1.
28.
A reprieve for Cameron Menzies. Somewhere Dirk van Dijvenbode has just thrown his cup of tea on the floor.
Game from the 7th
Menzies
leg.
steps in, back within 1.
8th leg.
Well, this
Peter
game still hangs in the
Turkey.
balance, but to me, it felt like that double 16. The 2 darts at it, Peter Wright hits either of them. That's the match. 5-2 against the defending champ, playing at around the 100 average mark. It looks too big, even for Cameron Menzies in the form he's been in this year. As it is, though, 4-3, it's anybody's.
100.
Yes. It's 10 minutes of high-scoring darts. Maybe not even 10 minutes. It is good to see Peter Wright throwing like this. And his trials and tribulations, but you said he dug out a couple of big wins when he needed them. And Menzies
77.
dig himself out of a hole here.
I genuinely think the rehabilitation, or whatever you want to call it, of Peter Wright has been an astonishing thing to behold. It should not be surprising that a multiple major winner and double world champion can play good darts. But he looked gone
100.
for
Peter, you
a long
require
while.
141.
He did, but he kept saying he would start winning again, and people, well, some people might have been laughing behind their hands. They're not laughing anymore. Peter Wright,
130.
another one who could rock up next week in Dortmund and take home the title. Not quite the leave he wanted to leave, but and they tidy it up because that's pressure from Menzies.
180.
Menzies' turn to ask a question of the player with the throw. Menzies got away with it in the previous leg. That's only just in the 3. He's nearly bust his score there. Right on the wire. Massive dart. Peter Wright holds it together and is a leg away. There is less than a 1/10 of a point in the averages between them. He was nervous. Even Peter Wright's reaction shows that he was a little bit twitchy.
The width of a wire away. That dart busts his score. Menzies is in.
60.
A pretty decent standard, as those numbers suggest. But only 60. Can Peter Wright step in here?
Yeah, as you can see, the 16 darter for Wright, the 17 darter for Menzies. Only 2 legs in this match have gone to a 6th visit. Everything else completed within 5 visits to the board.
100.
While they're both averaging close to the ton. Real high quality game.
Is there still another twist in this all-Scottish affair? One of those would be good.
96.
He'll feel it's not enough. It might not be enough. Youngster who's a big Peter Wright fan. Not the visit Wright needed, so Menzies only needs 1 break of throw. First he's got to hold his own throw, and that's a nice visit.
40.
Not done yet, this.
It isn't. The next leg feels like the big one, but can Menzies take us to the next leg? Gets the treble, leaves 161. What a real history of pulling that one out on the European Tour is Peter Wright. But he might not get a chance. Double top.
85.
Dragged low. And is it another piece of 161 magic from Snakebite?
Well, this would be some way to win it. And the shot is very much alive. Bullseye for a belter. No, Menzies is still in it.
20.
Match start been and gone.
Game on the 9th leg.
Well, his cage wasn't rattled. He pins the double 10 with no problem at all. Peter Wright has missed 1 dart for the match. But this is the leg where he'll back himself to get more.
81.
Not the greatest of starts.
Oh. Menzies, can he deliver a timely blow? He's all over it, but
60.
not in it. We find a 12-dart leg.
$140.
The 2 treble visits have been hugely important in this game. Peter Wright's got a dozen of them
60.
compared to Menzies having 6.
Feels like the end is coming for Cameron Menzies in his efforts to reach the European Championships.
100.
Peter Wright, maybe 6 starts away and progressing into round 2 as he looks to defend his Czech Open
60.
title.
Ton 40, leave himself tops after 12 with the throw. You're forcing your opponent to do something brilliant. In fact, something we haven't seen in this match. A 4-visit leg. But he's not going to set it up particularly well.
Cameron's now thinking,
46.
why couldn't a couple of those have gone in the treble? All he can do here is hit a max and hope, and again he can't find it. That's not enough.
140.
He knows it. He needs another loose right visit.
Might be getting. Well, he leaves single to double. Match-winning opportunity coming in for Peter Wright. But Menzies,
86.
he's not a million miles away.
Peter, you require 58.
58 for the match then. Tops for a 6-4 victory. Right on the wire, surely a kind marker. No,
38.
more match starts have gone. Menzies might regret that last start of his last visit. 95, not straightforward.
Treble 19 for double. He's got the treble. He's got the double. And Cameron Menzies, an apology of a steal. He survived 3 match starts in this match. But he has the darts in a last leg decider. Is he going to end Peter Wright's title defence on the European Tour for a 2nd time? He did it in Jena. Is he going to do it in Prague?
Well, he couldn't land a treble to save his life at the start of the leg. No need to apologise, Cameron. Doesn't matter how you get there as long as you get there. But Wright knows he can step all over that 60. 140, another two treble visit puts Menzies back on the back foot. Can he fill it up? He's got to match it.
81.
Oh, that's a poor last start.
That's advantage Wright. Really is now. Peter Wright is not going to be denied more opportunities to win this match by the looks of it. He has spurned everyone he's had so far. How many more does he need? How many more will he get?
Well, this time, you feel Menzies is going to run out of opportunities, but rather like the last leg, as Wright got within touching distance, he made heavy work of it. A max here would be interesting, very interesting.
140.
Leaves the 1-6-1, which Wright missed to win the match by 6 legs to 3. But Wright could win it with a 1-3 knock. He did that treble 13. And the problem is, he's left 66. 19s would have been a sensible one because he won single to leave himself 3 darts at a double.
98. Can he require 161?
Nicely done. This for the match then. Not going to go. So Peter Wright, who's missed 3 match darts, he's going to be coming back. And you would feel he would get at least 2 more.
Peter, you require 41.
What does he want? Tops or double 16? It's double 16. He's been very good on this in this game. And he's good enough again. The defending champion wins his opener. Cameron Menzies looked like he might sneak the victory away from underneath him. It is our closest game of the night by a mile. But Peter Wright is still undefeated in Prague over the last couple of years. And he will continue the title defence against the provisional